Showrunners Radio, at the heart of the community. Hi, my name is Douglas Williams. I am one of the directors of Showrunners, and welcome to Nomophobia. Nomophobia is a topic that's really current at the moment. It's about mobile phones and being connected 24/7. And how does it feel to be in fear to be without your mobile phone? This project is about exploring the positives and the negatives of having a mobile phone or not having a mobile phone. So welcome to Nomophobia. I hope you enjoy the project. Hello and welcome to Nomophobia. We're here at the Everton Freeschool in Parklands, and we're here with some Everton Freeschool students, some Everton Freeschool teachers, and we're here to explore the project of Nomophobia.
So you're a texter or a caller, which one do you prefer?
Texter. I call people without your credit. Yeah, my girlfriend.
Steal your girlfriend's phone so you can...
Yeah, that's about it.
So why do you prefer texting?
It's easier. It's easier over the phone. Yeah, but you don't have to sit and listen to people. I just prefer calling people.
It starts off when an inventor invents this mobile phone that can do absolutely everything. It can even mimic human emotion. This phone has a mind of its own, and it starts to upgrade itself into a destructible machine and develops every single weapon that is out there in today's market. The machines start World War III. Nothing can stop them, and they upgrade to every weapon and every defensive armor. It seems like doomsday, the end of humanity. The machines come for the inventor for revenge. He then wakes up. Does he build the phone anyway, or does he retrack his steps?
A mobile phone.
I certainly have a mobile phone. Yes, I've got 2 mobile phones.
Why do you need 2?
Why did you shake your head?
You only need 1, don't you?
I do only need 1. I agree.
Why do you need 2 with the same phone?
I don't. I tell you why I've got 2, because I have a personal one which only my family use, and then I have a work one which is everyone else. Yeah. But to be honest, my family use the work one anyway. If they want to contact me, because they know I'm more likely to answer the work one. I'm a little bit ashamed of having 2, because I don't think I need 2, as you say.
Do you consider it to be important in your life?
I've got really mixed feelings. On the one hand, I think what mobile phones have done and what technology has done in general is affect the way we have relationships, and it saddens me that we don't have. I don't think we have such good conversations these days, because I think we're often looking down at our phones, or we're on the phone, and it takes away what it means to have a conversation. So, in that way, I wish we didn't use and rely on mobile phones so much. But because of my job, what's really helpful about a mobile phone is that it can help me get information quickly. And by getting information quickly, it means that I can do things that I wouldn't be able to do if I didn't have my mobile phone. So I've got really mixed feelings, and it's quite difficult to balance those feelings and use the mobile phone for positive reasons rather than just on it all the time.
Hello and welcome back to Nomophobia. I'm here with Claire Lamontagna from Everton Freeschool. So Claire, can you tell me your role here at Everton Freeschool?
I'm a Deputy Principal and the site lead here for the City Learning Centre.
So Claire, I do take it that you must have a mobile phone. Have you got 1 or 2? And
I have a work phone which is provided to me by Everton Freeschool, and I have my own personal mobile phone which is tucked away in my handbag whilst I'm working.
What do you do with your work phone when you get home?
I keep my work phone on probably up until about 7 o'clock. I keep it, I keep it there in case there's any need for it. and I do switch it off by 7 o'clock in the evening.
And I know why, because I associate that, and I turn my phone off about 6, 7. My wife, God bless her soul, used to leave her phone until 10, and it did sort of like it does come between your family life if you do leave your work phone on, so totally understand that, Claire. Can you tell me when you first got your mobile phone?
I was probably a late starter with mobile phones because I was quite actually frightened of using mobile phones and technology. I probably was a bit of a technophobe and still am, because I basically use phones just to text and just to ring. I have started using email now on my work phone, but I use it very, very basically. I still believe very, very much in the art of, communication face to face. So I'm a great believer in sometimes phones are used too randomly. I think we still need to put our phone down and go and speak to somebody and have that conversation. And I also think it is a good way to obviously, particularly here in a new school, develop relationships. If we just rely totally on communicating by email and by mobile phone, text, and never meeting that person face to face, it would be a very, very sad world, I think, that we'd be living in.
That deserves a round of applause. Right.
What's the best thing you've ever done with your phone?
I think the best thing is understanding how to use a phone, really, because I grew up on paper and pens and books and didn't have sort of the ICT and the technology lessons that you young people have had all of your life. So the fact that I've just understood how to use it and how to work my way around it is probably the best thing. Okay.
What's the worst thing you've done with your mobile phone?
Probably when it's in my car and I've picked it up and I've answered it and I know I shouldn't because it's illegal. So that's probably the worst thing. I realised afterwards, no, I shouldn't do it, and I suppose I shouldn't be openly saying that. But just to get the message out there, it is banned, and you should not be using your mobile phone whilst driving ever.
My name's Leah.
And where are you from?
I'm from Liverpool.
Right, so what's your name?
Beth.
Beth?
Yeah.
And Beth, where are you from?
Everton Freeschool.
And I take it, have you both got mobile phones?
Yeah.
If you left your mobile phone at home, would you get agitated? Would you feel that you've lost something, or would you be okay?
It depends. It depends if you're busy or not.
So have you left your mobile phone at home before?
Yeah, and I was busy and I didn't think about it once.
Excellent. And what about you, Beth?
A bit like.
So if you left your mobile phone at home, you would maybe go home for it?
Depends where it was, or whether I needed it. Like to speak to a person if I was meeting them.
Okay, and have you got credit on your mobile phone?
No.
So how do you make your phone calls?
I text them on BBM most of them.
Ah, so do you prefer to text than to talk?
Yeah.
I like talking.
I like talking. And do you think that texting all the time takes away, and this is to you, Beth?
No, I can't use my phone outside because I've got no SIM in it. So I don't speak to people all day. But when I get home, I only usually use it to make plans or anything. Okay.
And you were telling me a story about the dangers of mobile phones earlier on. Can you tell me again that story about what the dangers of being on a mobile phone for a long period of time?
Because when I was younger, I used to tell my mum my eyes were hurting, and then she used to just say, because you've got your phone too close to your face, and then it got into the years, and then as soon as I got 14 last year, she took me to the opticians, and I was long-sighted, and then she took me back and I was short-sighted because they said that I had it too close to my face. I've tried to not go on it as much.
How long, for me and for the people listening, how long were you on a phone, say for instance in a day? How long?
Every minute of the day. I wouldn't be off it. If I never used to be speaking to people, I used to play my games.
What's the best thing about your phone?
I'd say being able to contact people any time that I want, but it was also because of my phone I met someone which it was probably love of my life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How often do you use your phone in a day?
Oh, I use it a lot. I use it for work, I get calls all day and other work comes in, and also I'm making a movie at the moment, so I have to have contact all the time through the phone.
Do you think it's annoying, always getting contacted?
It is when someone's phoning you at 3 o'clock in the morning because they're in town and they need somewhere to phone from when they're walking up or sit in when it's raining.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they can be annoying. And also lots of girls and women like to text a lot. Just thought I'd get that in.
Yeah. How would you feel if you left your phone at home for the day and you had no phone for the whole day?
You know, years ago it wouldn't have bothered me, but now I'd feel abandoned. I'd feel like something was missing, yeah. I'd need to get my mobile phone. I'd go all the way home and go, just in case.
Fear to be without one's mobile phone. I'm sure you've had that feeling when you've left your mobile phone at home and thinking that something ominous is about to happen.
Crazy nice.
So I'm here at Parklands with Mr. Mark's dry wash, and as you can see, he's probably on his mobile phone. It's a symptom.
1 second.
I've always been on your mobile phone. So Mark, dry wash, can I ask you to get off your phone so that we can have a conversation? Please?
I'm going to have to go. I'll call you later then.
These are the typical symptoms of nomophobia on the phone 24/7. So we're going to talk a bit about mobile phones and the effects it has. Mr. Mark is a teacher here at media teacher, I think would introduce yourself, at Everton Freeschool. So Mark, could you tell me your post and what you do at Everton Freeschool?
I'm one of the learning subject mentors here with Mike Flannery. We teach creative media. As you can see today, we're doing that today. So that's what we're doing.
So Nomophobia is a project where we're going around to various schools and community centres, and we're interviewing young people, like the young students sitting in the audience here, and they're giving back their feedback around the effects they think mobile phones have had on them in their lives, day to day, week to week, year to year, and how it affects their social interactions with their friends. So Mark, can you tell me a bit about the project we've been doing with your students?
Yeah, I think it's a really valuable project, simply because we live in an age of screenagers. I'm going to quote Mike for that one. Because we're always on our phone. And I'm 27 and I'm always on my phone. I'm pretty much addicted. 24/7 connected, that's what I want to be, which is ridiculous. But I think it's a generation thing which is affecting our younger people as well.
Yeah.
And we can see it in classes, that it affects their attention, their engagement. So it's a very valid project in that aspect.
And Mark, when I first came to Everton Freeschool, I noticed you put a procedure in place where young people, when they turn up in the morning, I won't say, because can you tell me what you tell them to do when they first turn up and why you do that?
But the idea was to have them hand in their mobile phones, because it can lead to cyberbullying, it can lead to people being disengaged in class, it just could disrupt the whole learning environment we have in the school. So we do like them to give in their phones. For creative media, and have sort of let them use their phones purely because sometimes it's good to have them as a browser to search for things, but we are very careful on what they're using and when they're using it. So a lot of them would like to go on social media most of the time, which is the main source of addiction, I believe, and well, that can only do some harm. It can do great, but in a learning environment it can be quite harmful.
Showrunners Radio, at the heart of the community.